All right. Hi, Matt. How are you
Hi,
today?
doing well. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for being here today.
Sure.
So, last week we met and we talked about your exercise and we also talked about your diet. So, going back to focusing on just one aspect that we talked about last week was your exercise, and that you felt like you were having a hard time kind of exercising on a regular basis. Is that correct?
Yeah, so just being consistent with it day by day and throughout the week and making sure that I'm getting good exercises in a timely fashion and not having days where I just skip it or sometimes just weeks where I kind of forget to exercise all entirely. So the sporadity of exercising is definitely a problem.
Okay, so today we are going to kind of explore what it would look like for you if that problem was resolved. What would the perfect, ideal situation look like for you?
Okay.
So it doesn't have to be necessarily obtainable, but just dream big. What would that look like for you?
You know what I really wish I could do? I wish I could get up early enough to exercise first thing in the morning and then it would just be done for the day and I wouldn't have to worry about that. So get up at whatever time that would I would have time for it, get to the gym, exercise and shower all before work. So that way when I get off work, it's not I've had a long, stressful day and I'm too tired to go actually exercise and I have to make myself begrudgingly do it and yeah, some days when I have other stuff planned in the evening, that's it's away in the way very easily. But I'd feel good if it were just already completed. But there's challenges and barriers to that too.
So if you could eliminate those challenges that you're speaking of, what would that look like? What are those challenges and barriers?
Duh, it's just hard to get up early, and I don't
Mm-hmm.
feel like it. The alarm goes off, and I just want to keep on sleeping. And so, probably the motivation and the drive to actually get up and get that done is definitely a challenge. Um, I had to be at work by 6 a.m., so I'm already up really early, I feel like. And so to, get up at about 5 a.m. now already just to go to work. So to get up even earlier would mean that I'd have to go to bed earlier, so I'd have to pre plan that a lot. So that timing would be a challenge too.
So ideally, this situation would be that you would be able to wake up early enough, get your workout in, you'd feel done, accomplished, and then not worry about it later in the day. Is that correct?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm imagining in my perfect world in my head.
Mm-hmm. So let's brainstorm a few more ideas. What are some other um, ways that you could resolve this workout sporadity in your life?
Well, I guess keeping control of the other things that get in the way of it, of scheduling stuff with church or a small group or other stuff with friends that I might do in the afternoons and evenings. Whenever I have something else all the way already after work, it's hard for me to also do a workout on the same day. And I guess I could, if I had better foresight, then I would just schedule things on days where I'm not doing a workout and just be very more mindful of when my schedule is so that it's actually part of my calendar and not something that I do if I have time, but something that I do and make the time for.
Mm-hmm. So, saying you would like to schedule things on days that you're not doing your exercise, what would your ideal exercise routine look like?
Well, I like to get to the gym 3 days a week. And so like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And I don't like to go too late in the evening because the later it gets, the less motivated I am. And I feel if I work out too close to bed, then I don't sleep quite as well. And so kind of late afternoon, 3 days a week would be really good. But then I also like going for a small jog on the other days. And so I almost, want to work out 6 days a week. And it's just how do I fit all that in among other commitments and feelings and things that come up.
Mm-hmm. So what are some other ways that you can think of then to fit those workouts in? So you had just mentioned 3 days a week at the gym, and then you also like to do your jogs sometimes in the afternoons.
Yes.
Correct. So let's think of um, brainstorm a few ideas of how you can make that schedule work.
Well, I hadn't done this before, and I see other people do it, but I was almost thinking of if I could go straight from work to the gym. Because right now I usually go home and get changed, and I kind of might veg out on the couch for a little bit or watch a show or something, and then get to going to the gym. But I'm wondering if it might be a better option to actually go straight from work to the gym, and that would take just more planning of getting a gym bag and having everything packed to the night before, so that I can get to the gym and just change there and start my workout kind of right away. And whether that saves me time or not, it would at least make it a smoother transition to go straight to the gym, and have less likelihood to get home and just want to stay home, and it'd be one less stop to make.
That's how it sounds like you're thinking of some of those barriers that you have right now that are preventing you from wanting to go work out.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So thank you for sharing that. So let's keep thinking. So we've got an idea for a morning workout, for afternoon straight after work. Any other ideas that you can think of? Again, it doesn't have to be something obtainable, but just what would that ideal situation look like for you?
Well, as when I'm actually at the gym, I kind of have a really variable routine of what I end up doing, and so some days I can be there for over an hour, some days it's just 30 minutes, and so I would like to get an actual workout routine that's more manageable, something around 45 minutes, and then I'm just at the gym but working very intentionally and getting a good workout in a short amount of time, so that I'm not there for longer than I need to be, but I'm still getting an efficient workout. So that might mean kind of researching different routines and workout ideas, and going to the gym a little bit more prepared, so that I know, hey, this is the day that I'm doing the X, Y, and Z exercises, and so that I'm only there for a short amount of time and it's more doable than days that I end up there for too long.
Mm-hmm. So can you expand a little bit on that routine right now?
Well, I guess I've kind of jumped between a few different routines that I've found online, and not quite satisfied with what I want or what's effective for my body yet. And so I think it's just going to be continuing to try them out and try all different things. I used to do more muscle group ones. Now I do kind of a multi-group muscle group split. So you get almost a full body workout each day, 3 days a week. I've seen good results with that, but that can be very lengthy at times, because it adds a lot more sets. And then, so I need to find some kind of balance between the two, but something that I'm comfortable enough with that I can just go to the gym and do it. And I'm not there, having to look it up on my phone constantly.
Yeah. What is your goal with exercising?
Well, if we're an idealistic Olympic athlete, but more realistically, I want to be healthy. I was definitely a couch potato, and my health was suffering and had issues with that. So just want to be in good shape and be able to keep healthy throughout my longer life and live long and prosper. And so it's more so just being the best self that I can be, so that when things come up like, hey, we want to go kayaking or we want to go on this hike, it's not something that's ruled out because I'm not in good enough shape to participate in those activities and engage in life. And so to me, it's about being able to be able to do things that come up and enjoy and engage in life, where a year or so ago stuff like that would just exhaust me or wear me out or frustrate me, because I would just be too winded to be really enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. So you feel like by expanding your exercise and getting more fit, that'll kind of increase your ability to have fun with your friends and feel better when you're out doing these activities your friends like to do?
Yes, that's exactly what my goal is, and why I do want to go to work, working out and exercise.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like a great goal that you've got. So we have so far just brainstormed today that you've got some ideas that you could try and wake up earlier for some of your workouts, or you could plan ahead and go straight from work, or yeah, I think those are our two main that we talked about today. Was there another one that I'm missing?
I'll probably adjust the length of time the workouts take.
Okay, and kind of trying to compress it to where you're getting a more effective workout in a shorter amount of time.
Yep.
Well, wonderful. Well, next week we'll meet up again and we'll talk about this a little bit more.
All right, sounds
Awesome.
good.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you.